just don't feel good. I just don't feel good about this. We were not prepared as well as I thought. We're sailing good, bad, and ugly. 3 years ago, we bought our boat off Craigslist for $5,000. I'm Kristen, and this is Matt. We are known to break the rules and do things a little less traditional. Hit subscribe to join the adventure. Thanks to our patrons for keeping us going. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Sailing GBU. Today's the day we do something new that we've never done before, and you know what? I'm gonna be the first one to say that I'm a little bit freaking out. Just a little bit.
Yeah, this is where it becomes less fun to have a boat that the motor doesn't work that good. I met a sailor in the Dominican Republic that said, you don't ever even need the motor or the rudder, you just need that for to get around the small bits.
Well, we're doing the small bits today.
Small bits.
Stop saying small bits. Anyways, we have to go to the marina. That's what we're doing. We're nervous about it. We've never gone to a marina before. If you watch our videos, we always anchor out. We save that money. But we decided we need to go to the marina because we are actually going to go back for the holidays, hopefully, as long as everything goes to plan. And we need someone to watch our baby bear. Basically, we need our boat to be safe.
Yeah, someone's got to feed our sweet child, and I'm not going to count on someone to come out here with a dinghy to feed the cat, change the litter box, and all that nonsense. So we had to pull it in the marina. We won't actually be there, just the boat will be there while we get some much-needed R&R.
But the first steps we need to do is get this boat ready, just in case something bad's happening.
So the problem with the engine is that it goes in forward gear and then it eventually gets hot or something, and you can take it out of forward and put it into reverse, but once you do that, you can't put it back into forward gear. So it just falls out of forward and then you can't get it to go back in, so you're basically just out there with no steerage, no propulsion, and that's the main problem. So I'm going to try to get a buddy of mine to help me out today because we're limiting failure opportunities. We're gonna try to go over worst case scenarios, and we're gonna break down all the problems that could happen, try to use our foresight, and then we're gonna make sure that nothing else happens because other people have their boats there, and I would hate to steamboat Willie right into the side of somebody's boat or something
Captain
crazy.
Ron.
Yeah, I don't want to Captain Ron it. So we're gonna minimize failure today.
Check these out. You might be wondering, why do we have these giant, what do you call them, fenders, bumpers?
Fenders.
Fenders? Why do we have super yacht fenders on our 37-foot boat? It's because we found them. We found one in Dania Beach, Florida after a hurricane. It must have fell off one of the super yachts and it was just in the mangroves, so we took it. And we've also found another one in Biscayne Bay just floating by. We thought it was a square grouper. We went flying our boat over there and it turned out it was just a big old fender. So I'm gonna blow these up, and I don't think anything will be able to touch our boat once we got these on there.
Alright guys, so now we got to prep the ropes so we're ready to tie off when we get to the dock. I'm going to give you a quick experiment here. It's an experiment for me, but hopefully it turns into a life lesson. It's the way to coil your rope so that if you have to end up throwing it, it's going to give you a better chance of success versus unsuccess. Okay, so these are going to be my bow lines that are going to tie me up. And there's a lot of different ways to coil rope. Everybody knows this old construction worker way, where you just kind of make loops. You go like that, yada, yada, yada. You go here and you're ready to go. And you see, like when you try to throw it, sometimes this will bind up and kink up. By the time you lay on the deck, it gets flopped around. Maybe it doesn't go that great, so we're gonna see how well this goes if I were to have to throw it. Say I break down, buddy's waiting at the dock. Here I go, ready, take my rope. Okay, that went pretty well. Perfectly straight out, so that worked well for that particular rope. So then there's this other way that guys do it, where they do like a figure 8. and it's supposed to bind up less. Go like this, and then you go always to your right side to loop it. Right side loop, right side to your thumb. Right side, and then this is supposed to, same rope, when you throw it, go out perfectly straight. So both of them went perfectly straight. Maybe with a longer rope it may make a difference, but those are two different ways because it's supposed to, with the figure 8 way, feed out smoother. With this way, it can bind. I think it's more over going through blocks and things like that. This will kind of hit this move and kind of kink up in a block. Doesn't seem like it's going to matter too much for this application, but I just wanted to show you the figure 8 rope stacker.
Join us on another episode of Captain Maddie's Pro Tips.
And you can take that to the bank. Alright, so now that all the prep is done, I'm going to go see if I can track down my homie and see if he can help us out with the boat dockage today.
So we don't die or kill any other person's boat.
Yeah, we don't want to do either of those. Okay, so a change of plans. I was speaking to the harbor master today, and he's going to come out and tow us. We're not going to really drive in. We don't have insurance on this boat, so he doesn't want to take any risks. They're doing us a favor by even letting us pull in there and do that stuff. So we're going to do it the safe way. No drama. No drama!
Plus, the marinas are closed for lockdown, so we're getting in at the buzzer. Yeah,
the marinas are closed for lockdown, so basically we're getting in. They're making like a small concession for us, and they're just doing us a huge favor. So it's gonna be, we're gonna do it their way. We're not gonna do it my way. We're gonna do it their way. We'll do it their way.
Still, things could go bad.
Well, you never know. You never know. On this journey, what can happen? Did you see that? Like, suspense building?
There's a lot of colors, I don't know where to go.
Alright guys, so they're here, they're tying the boats together, and then I guess they're gonna tow us in.
I gotta still get my anchor.
I'm kind of nervous. I don't know why I'm so nervous. I don't think anything bad's gonna happen, but something, I just don't feel good. I just don't feel good about this.
Don't rely on others to get you through the maze. The dreams are not the same for me. Standing by the shore while you're on the open sea, cannot take this anymore. There are a lot of voices drowning in the sea. There's too many voices talking back at me. There are a lot of choices waiting to be made. Too many choices making me afraid. Dreams are not the same for me. Standing by the shore while you're on the open sea, cannot take this anymore. The dreams are not the same for me.
Alright guys, I knew I was nervous for a reason. That was pretty stressful. We were not prepared as well as I thought that we were going to be prepared.
Yeah, it's kind of reminds me of like back in the fighting days. When you go to fight, you don't get nervous, but when like someone you know goes to fight, you get like really nervous and scared for them. So like when it was somebody else's boat that was in danger, I was like, oh no, this is crazy. When it's my own boat, I don't care. It's like whatever, I know I can fix it, but someone else, you're like, oh no, we're getting close to their boat. But thank God those guys were here to help me out, because I screwed it up with my lines. When we came in, I didn't have my lines ready like I thought I was going to have them. I don't know what spring lines are and all that stuff. I learned.
We didn't know our dock etiquette.
Yeah, the boys.
So you got to look that up before you go.
Yeah, I went to school today. I got taken to school pretty quick. I'm going to do some docking and line theory, like spring lines, headlines are saying these things, and I'm like, I don't know what the heck all this stuff is. Like, I just do the anchor, bro. So, thank God these people were here to save me. The harbor master was really good with the towboat, kept me off of those boats, did a really good job. Thank God. Shout out to Goose Hill stand-up paddleboards. You were an involuntary bumper today. I had it rail mounted.
And it's still alive and doing great.
Thank God it was still here, and it's still tough. So that's a good thing about an inflatable paddleboard. It also works as a secondary fender. Excuse me, I'm saying bumpers. Only because I almost bumped into something. Fenders. It's a secondary fender. So thank goodness those guys were here. Probably would have definitely crashed if I had tried to just drive up in here with my transmission, because my transmission doesn't work. You can go forward, and then you can basically stop. So unless I would have done it perfectly, I probably would have crashed into everyone as well. So
you never know. Don't put yourself down.
More things to practice. And you know what? It's kind of fun. I haven't struggled that much through hurricane season. You know, I was swinging a little too hard. My testosterone, my ego is a little up. And, you know, in life, it's been pretty standard that I've learned. You either be humble or you get humbled. And today was a little humbling, you know.
But nothing bad happened. So thank God nothing too bad happened.
Yeah, and you know what? To make up for losing my man card, I might just have to sail out of the slip. When we go to leave, I might just sail right out the slip and say,
no, please
whatever.
don't.
If we can go that way, I could probably sail out that.
In the cold kitchen light, we both look for a sign, and you say, these are troubles of mine. Weary thoughts of breaking up, coming under your skin. Don't know if we should stop or begin.
We've learned there's a few differences in our boat life when we come to a marina from being an anchor. Basically, you're right next to somebody and they can see in your windows, so you probably want curtains, and since I don't have curtains, we made some makeshift cardboard tape curtains. Because at nighttime you turn on your lights, let's say you're in your negligees, I don't know, and whoever's next door can peep at you and your goodies. Also, when you're an anchor, the wind's always blowing from the forward on your boat, so you always open the same hatches, and I was always like never using these hatches. Now that my boat is stuck at the marina in the docks, now the wind's coming from behind, so I can finally use hatches I've never used before. Now they're bringing in the air, and it's just a whole new way of life. Also, the sun's starting to bake at us, so luckily, come with me. We still have our back roll-up from our old Bimini set, Dodger Bimini set. So now, when the sun's coming in and baking us, you just roll this on down. So those are some things you gotta remember, I guess, if you're gonna go to a marina and you've never been before. You wanna have a lot of side roll-ups to keep it cool on your boat compared to at anchor when it's always moving.
So I didn't know if you saw, if you noticed or not, some of you bird's eye viewers out there, some of you eagle eyes might have noticed when I came up to the dock, I threw my bow line out and it was a little bit too short. It was a foot too short and the guy just couldn't catch it. So he was telling me every rope you're gonna throw has to go at least a boat length or there's no point of throwing it. So he showed me the way to do it, and I'm going to show you how to do that now. Pardon my solar intrusion here. I got so much goddamn solar on this boat. Okay, so basically you go like this. You put it over your hand, you have the tail toward you, and then you just pull it long arm over your hand. Long arm over your hand. Long arm over your hand. You just repeat that process till there's no more rope left. So you get it down. That's a pretty long rope. So once you get here, this is the important part, and this is something that the gentleman that was teaching me, his wife mentioned. They said make sure the other end's tied to something or you're standing on it, otherwise you'll just throw the whole rope and it'll be gone. So stand on this end and you split it. You split it and you hold this like a gun, shooting at where you're going, and then you have this. Because you got to have some weight to throw, and then you got to have the spool to fly off. So let's see how it goes.
Looks like you need a little bit of practice, but not bad.
That was 3/4 of a boat length. That was pretty good, I think. So when I rolled up to the dock, everyone said, "Oh yeah, just throw your stern lines out and your, you know, all your bow lines and just throw a bowline knot in it." And I was like, I don't know how to do any of that stuff, guys. So the dock master tied one up for me, and I went out there when no one was looking and I could be shy. And I kind of looked at how the rope went through. And
Since when were you ever shy?
Shy. So I think this is how it goes. You pull it through. So this is how you know if you trust it or not.
Is your phone in your pocket?
So yeah, and then with all that weight on it, I mean, I'm like $1.85, maybe $1.90 right now. All that weight, it holds tight, it doesn't slip. And then to get it loose, you just have to push that one. That one pulls. And then if you're under duress, you could just pull it out pretty quick. So if that's the bowline, let me know, because I just looked at everyone else's knots that they tied and I tried to recreate that one. So if it's not the bowline, please let me know what knot it is, or give me some tips, because you know, you don't even know what you don't even know.
Alright guys, well, we finally made it to our very first marina. This is a first for us. It's gonna be easier to get water and groceries, but I don't think I'm very sold on the marina life. I still like to be alone out there at the anchor. You know, being out there more in the wild. This is like almost like a parking lot.
Yeah, there's perks to it, to be able to go out in the middle of the night and go to the snack machine if you need a cold soda pop.
Yeah, guys, he did that the other night. He snuck out of the boat and walked all the way to the snack machine.
I didn't sneak out of nothing. I don't gotta sneak. I'm grown. I'm grown. But no, yeah, it's seriously like that sort of stuff is a lot easier. Hopping off the boat to the dock. Going to get water. They have hot shower facilities here, so stuff like that's kind of cool, but I definitely prefer to be out on anchor 1000%. There's nothing nothing better than that. I'm jealous. I look out there at everyone on the anchors in the mornings and I go,
we were just there. It hasn't been that long. Anyways, guys, in a few days we will be heading on an airplane to America, and hopefully we don't get coronavirus, because if we do, it's going to be pretty difficult for us to get back to the boat.
Yeah.
We'll just have to wait, I guess, in quarantine. But let's just say that's not going to happen.
Yeah, pray for us, guys. Send us the good vibes.
We don't want to get stuck away from our boat. But you know what? It's time to see our families, our parents.
Give away all those Christmas gifts that we got people, you know.
Making everyone wear our merch.
Yeah, we said, hey, Mom and Dad, Merry Christmas. Here's the GBU shirt. Mom's like, thanks, son.
But thanks for watching this video, guys. We hope you liked it, and subscribe if you're new. And we'll see you next week.